Hey, good evening. Oh, look at that. I caught it early tonight. Yeah, if I'm not doing that tonight, buddy. The other day I had that earbud in my ear and it was the equilibrium was off and stuff, but I just want to say, hey, oh my gosh. Tonight is pizza night. Hey, China Black, Red, and DB. Good evening. So, back, and I hope everybody had an enjoyable day. China Black, it's so nice to have you on. Uh, we did some like text chatting, but it'd be nice to actually talk to you. So I think I'm gonna hopefully reach out. I hope in the next couple of days, the weeks get a hold of me, and I have intentions and things. But it was the other day when you had when we had communicated. I said, what, I want to call, but we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Yep, I hope everybody's had a good one. I actually had gone by the gym and sealed the deal on that there. I'm trying to stay with, what I've been doing, try to stay with it. I have a whole, now I used to do a large pie each week, a large pizza, but now I'm doing a medium. And I was just talking to Danny, Saxman Dan, who was on the show the other day. And I was saying I got anchovies, and I always get anchovies and sausage, and I always tell them extra anchovies. And I took 2 bites of it, and I felt like, ooh, boy, that's salty, because anchovies are salty. You got to watch that intake. I think that might be the last time I tell them I love anchovies, because sometimes they get a little like carried away with it. Yeah. So at any rate, folks, we still have people buzzing around trying to gain insight on what the latest is and things. Naturally, I had done some interviews a few weeks ago, and people are coming around for more alerts, and I've been trying to let folks know that we're just kind of, it's not like this is something that I'm just trying to keep on putting out just the same rhetoric. I kind of want to sit back, just sit back, let some time go by, let us try to work the plan, and see where prayer gets us, as well, and just a little bit of time and patience. So, right now, everybody, things are kind of at a plateau, at a level, and so there's really nothing more, nothing less to speak on about this whole mess, you know. Uh, I was also talking. I mean, it's questioned to me, when I speak with people who want to, gain and and get the story out and whatnot. Um, it's just so interesting how people react to something like this, and just things in life in general. It's just interesting how people, you have different people have different takes on stuff, you know. Some people are empathetic while others are cavalier. Some people, want to get, the scoop, but they just don't quite have the skills to make you want to stay on the phone with anybody. First of all, if you're going to talk about family and what's going on, take your time, have a little bit of, muster up a little bit of empathy in your voice, or some sort of something, compassion, to have a little understanding and stuff. I mean, folks just like go for the juggler. It's just so obvious. And I think that's really the worst thing. It's just, it doesn't make for a great reporter, and it doesn't make for a good conversation. It really doesn't make for a good vibe. So for those, there are plenty out there that watch and want to get the story and stuff, and they wonder why I don't say anything to them, or why things are kind of scarce, and I don't really, communicate that much with them. It's because they have no interview skills. You know, I ask me questions, but also understand the backdrop, the story behind. There's a whole family right here missing somebody in the that's in the family. And, so that's kind of where I'm at too. There used to be a time when I can just, kind of talk to the people. But, this isn't the pandemic any longer. This isn't, I have so many other things on my plate during the course of the day. And the last thing I'm trying to do is being karate chopped down to the ground, or have my family karate chopped down to the ground by an ignoramus with poor questioning skills and interview skills. So I say that because that's what it is. Just wanted to go ahead and share what was on my mind, folks, because I was definitely pelted with a couple of calls on the evening drive today. And, just saying. On a positive note, wasn't it nice the other day? And it's always positive, folks. Everything's always positive. I'm just sharing. Wanted to share about the people. Everybody works. Everybody, tries to get crispy with their craft and do the very best they can, and try to sharpen their skills. I just ask that, hey, look, if you're going to come at me and try to get information, folks, at the end of the day, please just be a little, just do a little research and figure out, first of all, who you're speaking with. Because, I just don't, I'm a vibrant person. I deal with vibes. And so, if I'm not catching it, then they ain't getting it, so just a little tip. And you folks know who I'm speaking to. Yeah. We got to preserve the family, everybody. We got to preserve the family, no matter what. And I don't need anybody misconstruing some stuff. So this is my life now. It's kind of interesting. It's been going on like this for some time, but I definitely, I was speaking with a buddy of mine a little while ago, and I said, you know what? Mental health is real. And then I was telling my wife the other day, because she said, hey, you should do this and should do that. You shouldn't have people waiting around so long while you're getting in and coming on and getting on live. And she's absolutely right. And then I spoke with somebody else, and they were talking about, content. And so, I'm like this. We have enough content in here, for positive vibes, people coming on, just, want to talk to each other and talk about the pain and difficult times people are going through. Do you realize, folks who come on here, and, I'm not talking about the transient people who just pass by and try to catch a story, because, that's going to happen regardless. All right. Because of the nature of the family and the relations and all like that. So I don't have a problem with that. But the people who are really steadfast into the channel, and they hold on tight, and they've been here, we really are a healing type of channel right here. We're really here for a lot of different things. We have, and I try to, and folks, I just want to say this. I see in the chat, what goes on. I see in the chat when you all are speaking with one another and you're talking about the losses and this and that and stuff. And I don't know how surfacey you want to go with the conversation. So there's a lot of times I'm looking at what you're putting in, and I don't just want to jump in and start airing out what you might be privately. Well, it's not really private if you put it in the chat, but I just don't want to put anything up. So if there's something that you don't mind me sharing about something that maybe is going on with you or your family, or something that we can all, because we can lay some prayers down for you too, folks. We don't just have to come in here and just be some, just talk. We could also, like when I get off and I see what's going on, and I see what's going on with people in pain and suffering and things like that, I lay a prayer down. I say my prayers every night before I go to sleep. My dad always tries to make sure that we say our prayers. And so now, I wasn't always a prayer sayer, I'll be honest with you, but, especially, well, I don't know exactly when. It was intermittent, but now I get on religiously. I get on my knees. Last night I went to sleep with last night I had food upstairs with me. My wife said, "You're going to bed with that stuff?" I said, well, you know what? I want to. I felt good. I felt like I wanted to have a smorgasbord. I wanted comfort, so I had the movie on. I was like, I'm not going to the gym. I'm laying up, and I had the comfort food all around and everything. And I said, like, well, let me get on my knees and let me say the blessing, bless the food, and then let me get off the bed and then get on my knees and say good night. So it was like a multi faceted prayer thing going. But boy, I tell you, it might happen tonight too, because I tell damn, eat in the bed. That's a real slobbo, just eating, and not just a little snack, but I take the full-fledged meal upstairs and go in. That's my wife. She has a fit. She has a fit because I'm always, I get a little crummy sometimes, and it feels like you might wake up and have visions that you're on a beach. You feel so many granules all around and stuff, So got to get a little better with that. Maybe I will eat the pizza downstairs. So Danny's supposed to be coming on tonight, and I'm hoping that we can go ahead and have him pop on through for a moment. I also wanted to play the commercial for the cruise, but it's going to require me actually to go ahead and get it queued up and stuff like that. So I don't want to leave for the little bit of time that I'm going to be on here. I just want to be on here, pass on through. I'm trying to figure out how to set up reels. So, so that I can just start. It was definitely good to see Danny. Thanks, China Black. Yep. And hopefully he comes on this evening. I told him, hopefully he brings his horn and stuff. But yeah, it's nice to see that guy. Yeah. Oh boy, the swimming's been getting me. It's been a little rough too because now with the daylight savings and we lose that hour, it's like definitely pitch black when I'm out there. How are you all adjusting to the new time, huh? To the new time change. Everybody doing all right with that? Took a little bit, but now you're starting to get a little accustomed to it. Sometimes it takes time. It takes time to get accustomed to that. Last night I went to sleep. I called myself going to sleep an hour before my normal going to bedtime to try to catch up with the sleep. And it worked for the most part earlier this morning. And then I was at the gym and I still had that same feeling like, okay, all right. I was actually hoping to have a guest come on this evening. Not this evening, but this weekend. I want to try to now start turning the channel, make a slight pivot while we have a little downtime with all the hoopla, and what I want to do. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Okay, all right, Mary. Well, is it in your hands? Where's your arthritis? Because sometimes you get pockets. So where's your pockets of arthritis? Hey, Danny Rock is here. All right, hang on one second. Let me just see if I can see what Mary's gonna respond here before we get Danny up. Meanwhile, I see that the cruise is November 7th through 10th, 2024. For more information, folks, you can email me. You have last night's live when Tony Bell came on. No, was it last night? 2 nights ago. Tony Bell came on. Was it last night? Damn. And so you can go on and check out his information and then look him up, and he'll be able to run you through all the room prices and all the stuff, the packages, folks. Okay, feel free to do that. Right now in your knee and both feet. Ooh, yeah, that arthritis in your feet. In your feet. Would that be in your arch? Where in your feet? I'm trying to figure out how that would you got me a remedy. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna work on that, and I'm gonna work on some exercises for you, Mary, because hey, it's never too late to do what you may have done, Mary Pratt. So I'm gonna make sure I get back to you on that. I'm gonna come up with a couple, and I'm gonna send you a video. Well, I can't. Look, email me, Mary, because I know we communicate. I've been communicating with you here and there, but I've got you. I'm gonna definitely look into it. And I used to be a trainer on another level, and so just bear with me while I dig into my crates and see what there is to come up with for that, specifically for that. But I'm trying to figure out again, whereabouts is it, and is it on your, like, underneath, or is it on top of your foot? Is it in the arch, or is it up by your digits, by your toes, or back by your heel? Yeah, I'm just trying to find out where it might be, and then I can go to work. Hey, all right. I take infusion. Ooh, okay, infusion. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. Well, along with what they give you, just something you can do to kind of, an exercise, something simple. It's a simple movement, and I want to get that to you because I'm not a pharmacist, but I could sure enough give you some movements that you can do to help alleviate the pressure or alleviate that pain that you're getting. And I'm sorry that you're dealing with that, Mary. Help is on the way. Yeah, please type in caps, folks. My eyes are starting to act up a little bit. This evening, I'm something wrong. I just can't see like I normally can. Let me go let Danny up. Welcome, everybody. Danny Rock coming to the scene.
Hey,
We got Danny.
how y'all doing?
Pretty good, Danny. How you making out, man? How is your...
Excelente. Let me bring the screen up so I can see you. Here we go. I've got the screen up. Yes, very good.
Yeah.
I was going for a walk. I called Tommy, and Tommy said he was on the show tonight, so I popped in.
Sorry, folks.
Thank you for having me.
Going berserk over here. Yeah. And you know what? When I was rubbing my eye, I was looking at this comment for Wendy's dog. Yeah, the dog. Well, the dog was a little aggressive back then, and like back during the show days, it didn't work out with the dog. They didn't do anything bad, but it just didn't work out with them, with the family. So, yeah. Didi Ramos. How are you? Evening time.
Tommy's dog is beautiful. He has a beautiful dog. You still have your dog, Boogie, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
He's somewhere floating around. He's out here. Yeah, everybody, they've seen Boogie come up on here. Boogie's hanging in there. He's come moseying over now.
Yes.
He's hanging in there. We've had Boogie for a couple of years now.
I've been learning so many things as far as technology, even though I've been doing almost the same technology for quite a while, for many years, but I keep learning new things, like why stuff fails and how to fix it and how to solve it. It's quite a thing. It really is. I bought a bunch of hard drives. Has anyone ever bought a hard drive for a computer? Or everybody here is on a phone, maybe? I wonder how many people in the crowd are using their phones, and versus how many people in the crowd, the fans, are using the computer. Like Tommy he uses his computer, right? I use my computer.
Well, I got to, because I would use the phone, but then for the vision too, I gotta use it.
Yeah, it's a bigger screen. It's nicer. The computer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Didi Ramos said she used the computer.
Oh, that's good. I wonder if there's anyone out there that uses the phone. I only use it if I'm like mobile. If I'm out somewhere, okay, I'll use the phone. I don't know how the other folks feel about that. But anyway, I learned how to fix things, and if a hard drive fails, if it goes out, doesn't work anymore. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It may have just been ejected wrong from the computer. You're supposed to eject it before you take it out of the computer, or maybe the wire could get loose and make it go bad. But it's really good. You could just reformat it and make it work. That's one of the things I learned. But it's important to have backup. Backup is the key. But I always did have backup. But sometimes I get close. Sometimes I burn. I ruined 3 out of the 4. And it gets pretty scary.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 5 years ago, I had brown spots under the bottom of my feet. The doctor cut in both times. Every time you get cut on, RA sets in, and my wrist. Well, you know what? I want to know about that stuff, because the brown spots. What are the brown spots? Because I had, everybody has a little something. I have some stuff going on with my hands, but the carpal tunnel. Then I had the surgery. Now other stuff I think is setting in with my hands. The arthritis I thought was setting in different pockets. It's something with your joints. You could have arthritis. I just don't know. You get it diagnosed, then you know what it is. Could be just a twinge. But at this juncture, at this age and stage, it could be arthritis too. But that's good, Mary, that you stay on top of your health. I'm not envious, but I'm learning from you, because here I am saying I'm going to come up with something for you, and I'm wondering, well, geez, what do I have? At least you were diagnosed. You are smart. I need to take a page out of your playbook. Everybody, listen. If you feel something, if you know something's wrong, go get it checked out. And I need to say that about 500 more times, because I'm one person that doesn't get checked out. One day things are going to start really acting up on me, and I really pray they don't. But I really I don't make the time and take the time and go to the doctor. My wife, she goes regardless. She's like, you know what? I'm going. If something pops up, she's at the doctor's office. And it's not, she's not selfish, but she's not like, I'm doing me. I'm not going to. She always says, Tommy, set it up, or she'll set it up. And then I'm like, oh, I can't. I got to, and I can't. I'm going to go out, But I got to do it. You stay on top of things, don't you, Danny? Stay on top of your health?
Oh, madam, I'm at the doctor's a little too much, unfortunately, but I'm good though. I'm doing all right, considering. Yeah, doing all right. It's good to visit the doctor. Sometimes they'll cure you, sometimes. So we wish everyone the good fortune of being cured or treated and well controlled, whatever it is.
Dee Dee Rambo says she never goes to the doctor. A lot of men don't go to the doctor. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, men don't go to the doctor. Right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I need to go. I like to go. I just don't. Dad, go on, man. You got to find time. I'm always on the go, or really, I don't know what's going on. I need to take time out.
I'm going to tell you something that's not talked about a lot, but I'm not really one of the participants, though. When it comes to where they check you, when they check a man's prostate, I don't want any part of that. I'm sorry. I might be wrong, but I can't. I don't want any part of that. They're saying go to the doctor, go get it checked.
Well, I mean,
I got enough problems. I don't want that.
Yeah. Well, they have ways around it.
They do?
Yeah. You can mail a turd off to the company.
Turn off to the company?
Mail a turd into the company.
Oh, that's the way they do it?
Yeah, they put it under the scope, check it all out and stuff, and smash it up.
I didn't know that.
Then they get back to you and let you know what you got.
Really?
Yeah, but I mess up with that. I had a box sitting on. Where's that thing? How they have those boxes sitting around? I mean, how they do the on TV, and they tell you it's made easy now. They're just talking straight to me. Just send it in. Just drop it in the box and send it. I haven't even done that. Something simple like that.
Tommy just schooled me. I had no clue.
Boogie got one probably rolling around in the house underneath the couch or something. I need to just get that and chuck it in the box. Lick it, put a stamp on it. Well, don't lick the turd, but lick the stamp. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, folks, that easy. I'm just trying to tell you, it's that easy. So I think I need to push something out and get it in the mail.
That's a revenge tactic. It's called mudslinging. I once read in a book about mudslinging. People, let's say somebody has an enemy, they put the enemy's name. They put the enemy's address as the mark, and they say free study for prostrate. Send as much as you like. Tell all your friends to send it in. And then the enemy, the mark is on the receiving end.
Dang.
It's just funny. I thought that was pretty entertaining.
And Danny, you always find some stuff out, man.
I'm not saying do it, okay? I'm not telling anyone to go and do it. Matter of fact, don't do it.
Well, we used to do the Wendy and I used to do the whole we didn't put any like real stuff in the bag and put it on people's steps, but we did like brownie mix, cookie mix, made it look like it was a bag of stuff, and then put it on there. Hey, I used to open it up, and the thing you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put a bag on this porch and set it on fire, so when they come out, they step on it. But who's doing that?
That's a Halloween trick.
But listen to this. When you think about, color guard. That's what it is. Color guard. Yep. Color guard. Kit. Yep. But you know what? That's kind of nasty. I mean, who's and not only that, but who's going to do that? You mess around and nobody comes to the damn doggone door. Now you're an arson. Right? Now you're an arson.
Yeah. Years ago, you weren't. Years ago, maybe not. But these days, yeah.
Yeah.
These days, they will throw the book at the person.
Oh, the porch pirates. Yeah, you could start a fire, Didi Ramos. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Didi, you sure engaging in the conversation. That's all right. Yep, that's what it's all about, folks. Come on in and start talking. That's what it's all about. Look at this. I go to the GNC also. Yeah, GNC has some good stuff, Mary. You're at the top of the pile. You're really all about health and wellness. I like that. You know what? And just think like this. It can always be worse, Mary. It could always be worse. And we're moving in the right direction because the advancement of modern medicine, they could have the answer by next week. So hang in there, Mary. Keep hope alive. And in the meantime, I'm going to try to research some things and some good movements for you. I think Nita's coming in.
Yes, she's a genius because she goes to GNC. G stands for genius.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah, I'm doing a little squinting. Now I'm not squinting that much because I have to. I need to back up. I'm used to leaning in, but you know what? I've made this font so big now I can stand across the street. Who's that coming in, Book?
Go on.
Yep.
Yeah, man. How many people do we have in this room?
Plenty. But we don't count because you know what, Danny?
They come back later. I know. They come back later.
Danny, you know something? You know what we do when we come in here? We talk.
We have a good time. We party.
We talk. We don't do any math. We talk. And we have a good time. Like I haven't seen you, man. When I saw you, you were doing your walk outside. But now look, we're here. So now
we're here. I didn't know you were going on. Mm-hmm. Perfect timing.
It is perfect timing. So listen, you think about things as you go through the next couple of days. You think about what happened that you'd like to share. There's plenty, folks. There's plenty of that you'd like to share. Take a little notes out and identify some things that you'd like to talk about next time you come on. Because Mary, I'll tell you something. I definitely appreciate you, sharing your health situation with arthritis, because you know what? We're all going in the right direction. And it's just a matter of time, till we might need to know about these different things. And I need to know about it right now. So I'm curious. I'm curious about the brown spots. I'm curious about what they cut from you. And so there's things that I want to find out. So, keep on coming with the information, everybody. And, we can all definitely learn from one another. So I've been on for about 29 minutes and 44 seconds, Danny. I know you just came on, but, I have my pie.
Yeah, you got to go. Yes.
And move on through the evening. I want to definitely wish everybody a great duration of the week. Stay positive, stay healthy, stay blessed, and stay in touch. All right, stay tuned because next video I think that I'm going to do may be, Friday, if not Friday evening, maybe Saturday evening after I wrap up being on the water and whatnot. But I'm sure you'll get another video before then, maybe a few, quick ones. And I'm trying to definitely find out how to do reels on the YouTube so that I can start sending videos. There's a lot of times I'd like to send videos. Hey, everybody, just wishing you all a great day. Hey, I just want to, so I'm all, folks, I always have something I want to say, and to you all especially. But I can't get at you because I'm like, what am I going to do, a picture and then text everything I'm thinking about? It's kind of dry. I like to be in motion. I like that. I like being live, as live as possible. So I'll send something out. We'll figure it out. And once I figure it out, it's going to be like a floodgate open, and you're going to just have Tommy all day long. All right. So here we go, everybody. Danny,
right, I realize you got to go. I'm just going to share my album, if I may.
Do it.
Please look up my album if you have Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, YouTube. Please look it up. It's called Danny Rock, aka Sax Man Dan. That's the artist name, Danny Rock, aka Sax Man Dan, and the new album is called Rub My Back. Thanks so much, Tommy.
Yeah, you got it, Danny. And for those people who might just be coming on for the first time and whatever have you, Danny and I are childhood friends. We've known each other for a very, very long time. Danny, my friend Mike, and I all were friends back in the days during the 80s, and we all have sisters named Wendy. So that ties us all together with a nice bow on top. So you all chomp on that. And salutations, peace, arrivederci, and we'll look forward to seeing you real soon. And if I get those reels working, you'll know it because they just won't stop coming. All right. So take care of yourselves, everybody, and stay blessed. All right. Bye-bye.
All the best.
Take care, Danny. Thanks for coming on, man.
You're welcome. Thank you as well. Bye-bye now.
Love you.
Love you back.
All right. Oh, Danny, somebody asked, is it jazz? Oh, they had some questions about good night, Danny boy.
It's romantic.
Romantic
saxophone.
Oh, yeah. He played the other night, folks. You got a little taste, Perhaps we can have him come on. You can have another little chomp. All right. Meanwhile, all the best. Bye-bye.